Okay, we've got the super dark smoke PPF RPM brand on. On this headlight, we have nothing, but this is what it looks like when you are parked and your daytime running lamps are not on. And here's with them on. So then we have off, parked, and on, driving down the street. Hey, it's Mark, RPM Tesla, Model Y owners. A real simple self-installing item. You can now make your light bar look like this. It's really awesome, easy to put on, takes about 20 minutes. We want to show you all the options. So first of all, this is super dark when your daytime running lights are off, when it's parked. And this is when you see the most contrast, especially on white and red. And again, this is 12% visual light transfer. This is 50%. So if you like the lighter look, you don't want to see that bright white plastic look, like this. Here we've got all three options to show you, but this is the clear Invisible Protection Film. This blocks or allows all 100% light to go through it. This is down to 50%. And lastly, we are at 12%. Now, we're going to show you what it looks like right now with the lights on. Okay, so they're both on now. So we got 50% over here, and then again 12%. It's slightly brighter with the 50, and of course brightest with the 100% visual light transfer. But again, these are not your headlights. Down here are your headlights, and this is what's going to stop light up the street for you, and people are going to see you. The light bar again is only for cosmetic issues. The lights are all on now, and again, this is the perfect super dark that I prefer on our showroom car. But you may want to go a little lighter. It's your choice. Thanks again for watching. Affordable. And the other option is we're going to give you 2 headlights. So you can order this kit, and you have the option to go with the optional headlight protection. Of course, we don't recommend the super dark because then your headlights are not going to be seen. But you can go with the clear or the 50%. But when they're turned off, they are pretty dark. So of course we recommend, the #1 legal recommendation is the Invisible Expel Ultimate Plus clear protection on your headlights, because these lamps with the projections inside are very expensive. So protect these headlights, and you'll never be paying for a new one with a protection film installed. Thanks again for watching. It's RPM Tesla, and these are brand new items in stock now, made here in-house, and it's all American-made products. Here parked, you can see the difference. So we have the daylight running lights off on both vehicles, before and after. Okay, now in the shade, because this is how cars are parked a lot. So here we've got our 12%. Here we've got 50%, and this is what people are going to see all the time if you don't do anything. This is 100% visual light transfer. That's the white plastic look that you get with your brand new Model Y. The new Model Y in Quicksilver looks awesome with the super dark 12% visual light bar. Just the contrast and losing the glossy plastic look is amazing. Headlights we recommend with the glossy film. Super clean and no issues of visibility. Everything installs in about 15 minutes. Okay, here's the last video in the sequence of our 2 redheads with the smoked light bar. Now this is 12% visible light transfer, and this is 50%. So in this angle you can see them both. So if you really like the dark look, this is the way to go. It looks about this brightness. And if you want a little light to shine through, and you want to see a little of the white plastic underneath, you can go with this. And then, on a cloudy day, this is what you can expect it to look like. So one more time. Super dark, medium. Super dark, medium. Okay, now we have turn signals on and daytime running lights on. So some customers have asked us about their turn signal indicators. Look at how bright that is with the 12%, and look at how bright that is with 50%. So you definitely don't have much of a brightness difference. You can see the light bar more during the day and at night with your daytime running lights on. Okay, Model Y light bar owners, these are our three choices of materials. This is the 12% blocking super dark. This is 50%. And if you go with clear, you're going to get Expel Ultimate Plus Clear Paint Protection Film. And again, you can do the whole light bar, everything. You can do it all in clear, or you can make it look nice and black like this when it's parked. Again, this is the 12% RPM brand. This is a vinyl material. This blocks 88% of light going through it, except when you turn on your headlights, it's super bright because these are your daytime running lights in the light bar. Again, headlights are here, and this is the light bar. Okay, any questions, give us a call. But these are gonna be big sellers. It really makes the vehicle look great. You can protect your tail light, your headlights, your fog lights. With all three of these, we'll do the same job. And now we're gonna make a quick video showing what the 50% VLT looks like. Because again, it's gonna be half the darkness of this. So when the car is parked, it'll look like a gray. It won't look like a black. And this again is Expel Smoked 50% VLT Slate Smoke Film. This is our brand. It's a vinyl. And this, of course, is the Clear Ultimate Plus. All of them will do a great job protecting your vehicle. And don't forget, Clear Brawl Paint Protection Film, Window Protection Film. $1,500 windshields are not fun to pay for. Protect that windshield. Expel makes great protection film. You can get it anywhere in the world for your windshield film now. Thanks again for watching. Okay, to do the installation on your brand new beautiful Model Y, whether or not you're using the 50% smoked film or the clear film, everything is going to be the same. We're going to give you the squeegee. We're going to give you the soap concentrate. You're going to pour this into a bottle, a spray bottle, and it's going to make 32 ounces of soapy water. This is going to give us the lubrication to slide it around and get it right where we want it. Okay, the first step is cleaning. You need alcohol. You need some kind of rubbing alcohol to clean off all of the surfaces. That's the headlights and the light bar. So we always recommend, of course, spray it on the towel, not on the car. And then what we're trying to do is get all the wax off of here. Tesla might have got on here when they had these detailers come in. So clean the light bar really good. Just really scrub it hard with alcohol. Now we're leaving the headlights on right now for the reason of being able to see how it's going to fit and how the daytime running lights are going to look. So again, that's why we're doing it all with the lights on. All right, be right back. Okay, now once you've made up your soap solution, you're ready to get started. So don't be afraid to spray a little bit on top, a little bit on your fingers, because we're going to pull this first piece off and we're going to get nice close-up coverage here of what to expect. So again, we're going to do the light bar right driver's side first, along with the headlight film underneath. So here we go. Okay, so again, we're going to spray the back of it like this, and the front in your hands. This is the best way to do it because you don't want fingerprints. And lastly, one more squirt right on the upper light bar. And now you can see we're just going to position it. You see the suds and make it very simple to slide it around. Put it right at the end over here, right at the top up there. Once you get it where you want it exactly, we're going to start using the squeegee to push the water out. You need water on the top. otherwise it won't glide. So spray water on top, soapy water on top, all the way down, just like this. Then we're going to work these fingers out, and we'll let it tack up. So again, we're just using the soap solution for everything. And then we're going to spread it a little bit. Now these fingers go away when you pull it away or stretch it from side to side. So notice these just fall right out. So you're going to pull it and tack it. Tacking it means you're just simply pressing down with the squeegee. So again, we're going to tack and let it dry. Tack and let it dry. And then the soap will evaporate. And then we're going to just finalize the position in a minute. But for now, we're just going to leave it just like that. So we're going to move on now down to the headlight. So again, this used to be a fog light, but now it's the headlight. And it's super bright. Thanks, Nate. And now we're going to get some on the front and the back. And just stick it on like this. Now you're going to notice that it has a flap. That's going to fold way underneath. So this is going to give you perfect coverage for road debris. You don't want something coming up from the bottom and chipping it or cracking it. So again, Expel, we're an authorized dealer for Expel, and these are their great patterns. So we'll be selling this in the clear, invisible, which you might consider here, instead of the smoked, because smoked headlights are not legal in most states. So maybe the light bar, smoked, headlights, invisible. There's no right or wrong. It's up to you. But we're going to try both for the first effect. And then we'll probably end up making it the invisible. But again, these headlights are very expensive. And a rock can shatter the new projection lights and crack them very easy. So don't rely on spare parts from Tesla or needing an appointment. Protect your headlights and fog lights. I've been saying that for 13 years now. Okay. So again, we're letting it tack up, and now we're folding this underneath. So again, this will be the last piece you want to put on. And I'm just showing right now how it's going to fit and how it's going to tack up there and hold. So again, we're going to leave this, let it start to evaporate. Now we're going to move on to the center, and then we're going to open the hood up. But like I promised you in the beginning, we're going to come back here, give this a little bit of stretch to the sides. So I'm holding it with my left hand and pushing the water, and as they call it in the industry, little fingers out. So you get little fingers, like bunched up finger knuckles, when you have too much material in one location. Okay, so we'll let this sit. Again, we're holding it all the way up to the top, pressing it down, and just letting it sit like this. And then we're going to do the middle strip and open up the front. Okay, next is the center light bar piece. Again, we've got our sheet, and since everything is clean, we don't need to re-clean anything. Again, spray it on your hands so you don't put fingerprints on. Spray it on the top and peel it off. And as you're peeling it, spray it so it doesn't stick to itself. Because when you lift up a long piece like this, anything can happen. It can grab and stick to the paper, stick to the bumper. So again, that's all we got to do. All right, so it's wet on both sides, and the light bar is damp. A little mist on it. And again, the trapezoid piece goes with the sharp pieces up. And again, this is designed not only to cover the lit area, but all of the plastic on the front. So this is a very nice pattern from Expel. You can see it's going to go all the way down to this edge, to the top edge. And then we just spread it out. Anybody can do this. It's not hard. As long as you don't put it on dry, you can always rip it off and start over at any time. So again, a little mist on the top, and we're gonna start here, and we're gonna hold it all the way up to the top edge there, and then start packing or wiping it with the squeegee. Okay, that's holding good. And then come down here, line up the top edge. Okay, all the way down here, the top edge. I'm going all the way to the end. I'm giving it a little stretch, tiny stretch. This is good. The more you stretch it, the less fingers we'll get. Now I'm doing the middle, and then the bottom edge. And remember, with soap, you still can make adjustments. You can just wipe your fingers off, grip it, pull it down a little bit. See, if you get fingers in the top, just spread them out. So by spreading the material out, you can get a perfect professional finish. And again, I'm right on the bottom edge here, right on the top edge. So once you get it where you want it, and you squeegee it, you gotta leave it alone, okay? You need evaporation. And don't worry about little fingers, because we're gonna slide them all out. So again, right now, I'm looking at the left side, and if I'm a little bit over, I can gently slide it back to the right. And again, when the headlights are on, look at the difference in brightness. That's it. That's all you're gonna see at night. So it's gonna look really dark during the day, and then 50% visual light transfer when you have your headlights on. So again, mathematically, we've calculated over the years, it's not even a 10% difference for your headlights, because they're so bright already. We will use our light meter and get exact data. Okay, let's let this dry out now. Again, don't wipe it with the towel or anything. Only wipe your car, because we're letting it dry out. And making sure it's all the way up to the corners and squeegee. One more time. And again, by putting water on top and holding it, I'm drying it out faster, because I'm pushing the soap solution out from underneath. Not letting it move, letting it dry and set up, and getting it right up to that corner so the leading edge is perfect. It's such a good pattern with it. Okay, all right, we're gonna move over here and do the last piece. Now we're installing these last two pieces, and then we're gonna be drying it all out. So again, this is just a nice view because you can see what we got. So we've got the headlight flipped over and the light bar on top. So let's do the light bar first. So again, the mist, 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 and remove. And sometimes you gotta make sure your hands are really clean. You don't want to put dirt on anything. But now I've got the back here, front, and put it in place. I mean, anybody can do this. I mean, look, it's just so simple. Just want to cover the whole light and go all the way up. I mean, right there, it's in place. Okay. So now we just got to squeegee some of the water out. And get it to start grabbing. And then we'll give it the final pull so all this goes away when we're done. All right, we're also doing full paint protection film on this entire car. This whole front end is already done. Seamless, invisible, clear bra. Protect your vehicle from rock chips, road debris, and anything that may mess up your paint because it's very expensive to make a claim. Windshield protection film, protect all of it. If you drive it on the freeway, customers come in all the time and we talk about window tint, ceramic coatings, but if you drive on the freeway, you've got rocks flying into your car at 70 miles an hour. So it's number one, the most important thing to do, protect your vehicle. All right, so this is good. The edge is good. So I'm gonna let it sit and we'll finish up here on this one. And again, this is the Headlight film. Of course, we recommend it in clear. The dark 50% is only legal in most states for off-road use. That's what Expel says, everybody says. So it is a disclaimer that we have everywhere because it will make your car a little darker and it also may not be legal. It'll make your headlights a little darker. So again, position the corner up here, hold it, and just push the water out. And this fogginess, of course, is just caused from the moisture underneath. That'll all be gone. So again, if you skip forward in this video, you're going to see what it looks like after it's all done and all dried out. So don't think you're going to have foggy fog lights or foggy headlights. All right, so right now I'm just setting it up like this. Just push it all the way in like this, slide it over. And now that's that. Okay, we're gonna pause, we're gonna go back, we're gonna finish everything up, we're gonna dry it all down, and then we're going to make sure everything is holding, and then we're gonna get some great photos and videos. Okay, now we're back to the original first section we did. And again, our plastic squeegee is great. If you got a urethane one, it's a little more flexible. It's a little easier, but we're still doing this video in our supplied squeegee, 100%. So anyway, now notice it's still a little wet. We've only let about 10 minutes go by. So the first thing you want to do is fine tune it and give it a little pull. Now remember, pulling side to side is going to relieve these small, tiny fingers at the top. So I've got that done. So just by moving it, I've gotten rid of them. But we're still going to put a little water on it because the more we can push out, the fingers and the water, the sooner we can drive it and not have any issues. And again, we're ensuring it's a perfect installation by keeping these headlights on. So remember, don't look at the white, look at the bottom lip. You want it all the way down, like this. All the way down. You want full coverage on these light bar pieces so you don't have to replace them if a rock hits it. All right, this is looking great. Now, I'm going to hold it from one side and use a light towel and barely put any pressure on. I'm drying around it. I'm drying across. I'm drying on top. And I'm just barely pushing it. Now you may see milkiness, but don't worry. All that's part of the soap solution and it disappears. That's why we still see this fogginess down here. All right, it's looking great. It's on. So now again, don't touch it again. Leave it for about 15, 20 minutes. And the warmer it is, the sooner it's going to dry out. And now we're back to the fog lights. And again, I'm doing a little fine tuning, moving it up. And notice all the water's run out the bottom. So it's going to be really easy to get this to tack and hold. So I'm going to let it hang down like this. It's probably a good idea because we want this to dry out so we can simply fold it under when we're all done. So it's not the quickest, but it's also, you got a lot of time in between. we would suggest 30 minutes or an hour, come back, and once it's all dried out, it's just gonna stick on and look perfect. And again, see, this moves around a little bit, so I want to get some of the moisture out from underneath it. So I'm holding this, just pushing it to the side. The sooner we get it out, the sooner it's going to dry, and the sooner we can go drive our beautiful Model Ys, right? All right, so now I'm going to get this here. Got some little suds in there. And again, this is another example. Look, at you find something underneath, just pull it off, spray it out, rinse it, put it back on. So it might have been drying out a little bit there. So I want to put this on, perfect. You can go right back here and spread it out. So don't ever worry about starting and stopping or restarting. Be patient. And every time you lift your squeegees, make sure that you're in the final drying position. And you'll always be able to make small adjustments. All right, so I'm right on this edge here, the end, and here. So it's looking great. All right, now we're gonna clean this up and we'll get some more close-up angles. Okay, while it's drying out, we thought we'd show you how blacked out this looks. Again, we have 3 options: invisible clear for all of these 5 pieces, or 50% expel VLT smoked, which is much lighter than this. But this is actually the darkest we make. I believe it's 87% light transfer. So it's gonna look very dark anytime the headlights are not on. And when you turn them on, of course, it was just as dark as it was a minute ago, just as visible. So again, for the headlights, we're definitely gonna go to the lighter material. We're not gonna cut these. We're not gonna leave these on. We're gonna go to 50% or clear. Again, illegal in most states to put any kind of darkening material on headlights or taillights. So check with your local DMV law enforcement. But it sure looks great. Okay, here it is installed without the headlights on. This is how beautiful your car is gonna look when you're parked, when your daylight running lamps are not on, or DLRs. Okay, to do the installation on your brand new beautiful Model Y, whether or not you're using the 50% smoked film or the clear film, everything is gonna be the same. We're gonna give you the squeegee, we're gonna give you the soap concentrate. You're gonna pour this into a bottle, a spray bottle, and it's gonna make 32 ounces of soapy water. This is gonna give us the lubrication to slide it around and get it right where we want it. Okay, the first step is cleaning. You need alcohol. You need some kind of rubbing alcohol to clean off all of the surfaces. That's the headlights and the light bar. So we always recommend, of course, spray it on the towel, not on the car. And then what we're trying to do is get all the wax off of here. Tesla might have got on here when they had these detailers come in. So clean the light bar really good. Just really scrub it hard with alcohol. Now we're leaving the headlights on right now for the reason of being able to see how it's gonna fit and how the daytime running lights are gonna look. So again, that's why we're doing it all with the lights on. All right, be right back.